projectiles ripping on there. We're fresh off of Evo. That FOMO disease spreading around like a wildfire. But we still got this nice old top 8. A lot of new faces, however, we are seeing on here because a lot of upsets did happen in this bracket.
Yeah, a lot of upsets. Not some of the bigger players coming out per usual. No Jackal, no Syrup to my knowledge or anything. I don't know. Maybe somebody's under a false tag. But we got Haze. We got Cajun Lady. I know Haze at least. I've seen Haze around.
That is the worst tag I've ever seen.
Asian Lady?
I don't want to see Go Girl ever again. Well, I just don't want to see that tag.
Oh, I didn't realize you meant the in-game tag. Wow,
no,
yeah.
And
it's yellow Rosalina, which
my day is single-handedly ruined.
Oh, yeah.
And now all of a sudden you're stuck on one of the. That's like so toxic. They hold Banana face away from him and shield. You're just like, well, now what? Because they can just react to every single option. Diddy Kong in this game. Everyone thought we could escape from 4, and all of a sudden, we're still back just under new management.
Diddy Kong kind of just, like, took a leave of absence from Smash 4, right? He had the first half where it was like, all right, you know, no longer in the meta. And then it's like Diddy Kong and Cloud, they came back at the same time, and they're like, I think I'm gonna come back on top of this tier list if you don't mind.
Oh, for real. And also, it's like, they're, like, piloted by the same players, too, who were, like, experts at them in the previous games. Also, what's kind of crazy about... Oh, wow, wait. Did you see that? Utilize the Luma to cover the back side, but all of a sudden, the whiff punishing and the monkey flips going in left and right. And yeah, a little magnet regularization of it, but not the strongest hit, unfortunately. So all of a sudden, a lot of rage on this Diddy Kong, so Hayden's got to be a little careful.
I don't know why Zato players are complaining, man. The puppet's really strong.
Yeah?
Oh, no! You know, it's been so clean if it killed, but no. Cajun Lady gonna hang on just a little bit longer. Haze, though, brought game 1 pretty effectively.
Yeah, this is rough, and the double punch directly to the skull, that's gonna be a stock, and cleaning up with a nice 20% off. You can keep seeing, I will monkey flip because it is strong. That's exactly what Haze is doing right now. It's just so difficult to stop. Great catch. A little bit of a hard situation for Haze to kind of get out of there. That Luma covered the front while Rose has got the back. Both of them on that dynamic duo action. But all of a sudden, monkey flip once again, it's strong for a reason. And all of a sudden, 73% in a blink of an eye.
The great thing about the monkey flip, too, is it keeps skipping over the Luma. Like, you just see this Haze the monkey, soaring right by any danger and going straight to the kick into Rosalina. It's creating more space between the two, which the Cajun Lady has been able to, like, take advantage of. But at the same time, Haze is kind of running the stock so much, it doesn't really matter. And then you just see Luma die just like that again. And now Cajun Lady back on the back foot.
And what was interesting there, the interactions were working out for Cajun Lady because it was actually Rosalina doing the whiff punishing instead of Haze being kind of the king of it with that Diddy Kong. But all of a sudden, the cans and the projectiles being thrown out, the tempo change coming into effect. We'll see if it's going to work out there. But I'm loving this Luma manipulation. Really good stuff on that movement. And yeah, forced to shield while bringing it in. Cuts off the recovery. They actually might have saved Cajun Lady for a little bit longer at 123%. You're living on borrowed time, and Haze making sure of it, but doesn't execute it just right.
That banana was crazy. It stopped the recovery, and then Cajun Lady tripped on it. That was like the perfect thing with the banana. But you were talking about the movement, and I feel like there's almost a barrier to entry with Rosalina, but Cajun Lady is manipulating it perfectly, to say the least. And the Luma to interrupt the up smash. That was a crazy good save. Gonna fall for it, but 145% still will fall to the banana up smash. That was a pretty strong lead from Haze for most of that game, but towards the end, Cajun Lady started figuring some things out, so it might look a little different going into game 2 here.
Yeah, I wonder if that momentum will carry over into game number 2, because like at the beginning, like, oh my god, wait, yeah, it was almost like a 2-stock lead. Cajun Lady actually had to climb from hell on high water. But one interesting thing there that I kind of pointed out earlier is that it started working out when it was Cajun Lady being able to do the whiff punishing, like being able to just kind of sit back, force out these monkey flips that are in the correct positions to let Haze make the mistakes. And that's when all the hits kind of got in there. But
that's wow.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, that's the power of a counterpick warrior. Haze gonna do a little bit of a tempo mix-up and saying, okay, beat you pretty handily with the Diddy. Let me throw the Rob at you. You just started to figure out the Diddy towards the end of that game. We're gonna mix it up a little bit. We're gonna go at a different pace. You gotta play my game again, but I know how you play at this point.
That's a transition of a mid-level player. They're like, I'm tired of this technical character. I'm going back to the robot. I'm gonna play this.
I just want a gyro side B. You know, that kills at 0. Yeah, let's do that.
But all of a sudden, let's be real. Getting counterpicked like that when another pick comes out, or character swap at least, against someone that won against you is probably something that never feels good. Like all of a sudden, you're just like, I'm starting to figure it out. Cajun Lady was able to kind of start fighting back, but at the same time, maybe this matchup will be a little bit easier due to the fact that there's a little more knowledge and great little tomahawk to kind of start off with there. So we'll have to see, will the momentum continue on for Whammer, or will the tempo change with the characters continue with Haze?
So far, it's definitely been working out a lot better for Cajun Lady. The big thing that you're seeing a lot of, first off, that tech not coming through. That's a no-no. But the big thing you're seeing is that down B.
Ooh. Wait, that was like the smallest interaction, but that was sick.
That was awesome. And that's kind of like the niche micro levels of precision that you get with a character like Rosalina and Luma sometimes.
You got like 20% off of it.
Yeah. But the thing I was going to say is you're seeing the down B come through, which is not something you really think about a lot on Rosa's kit, because it's basically only going to come up against, like, what, 10% of the cast? If you don't have an item, then that move doesn't exist. Oh my god. I thought it was going to go for the double back air. I thought we were going to see it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Cajun Lady's just like, I know you're trying to explain something technical with your great commentator brain, but I'm gonna keep amazing you with all these things.
Let me be analytical!
Oh, yeah, you got 10 seconds before something happens. You better make it
quick. I'm done. I'm not trying anymore. Down B, bad move, but work against gyro specifically. Boom, caveman speech. We did it.
Oh, there we go. Gotta work it out on there, but at the same time, the Luna manipulation and it's shield poke right through. Great little checkmate situation. Even the air dodge being able to get covered out with an attack. And once again, you talked about the magnet coming into play. We saw it earlier with the banana, but I think you were talking about as well. Even with the gyro, it's more potent. Oh my goodness.
Locking Rob into shield with the Luma jab, and it forces the shield poke with the gyro that you threw straight up. That is crazy, dude. I love that brain. I love seeing people think of things like that. And we're now going to have to shark because of just the threat of this Rosalina and Luma at the stage. You cannot do that. You cannot back air back to ledge. And the forward is going to fall out of it, but it did catch.
That would have been the worst ending possible if that down air hit spiked. And like with that much rage, it actually might have just straight up killed at this point. Oh, Luma getting away with it though. Great little up smash to finish the job. Cajun Lady setting up the Luma. Oh no, but the side B does get rid of it quickly. I think one big thing here. Oh my goodness, double tech.
Double dipping on that, trying to get 3-2, but no, is gonna fly over the back air, and Luma spawning just in time to save you. No end lag because you put in the upbeat before Luma came out, but still was able to get a hit out to save you from the punish.
No, Luma!
My god, this is going incredibly well for Cajun Lady.
Yeah, everything's coming up, and even the last hit of the Nair, delayed hitbox of it, the back part, and now Luma's back to play, so all of a sudden, a lot of rage to deal with. Great dash attack as a wave punish tool! And speaking of that one, what a commanding victory by Cajun Lady, and if you're Haze, you might have just mind gamed yourself.
I feel like if you're Haze, you know, you had that whole idea of, all right, I'm gonna counterpick you, we're gonna see how you do. You're going right back to Diddy right now. That did not work.
Oh, that... Yeah, I mean, it felt like this round was just handled with excellence. Like, occasionally just able to do so much, displaying so much tech as well. Like the dash tag grabs it, like the unblockable setup. Oh my goodness, but now we are here on Town and City, and like you said, Diddy Kong will be picked back up. And I feel like this is important, not only that, because I think the lack of mobility being Haze, not being able to move as well with the Rob, for me, kind of spelled like why the matchup wasn't working out.
Definitely, 100% agree with you there. We're seeing Haze, you know, it's going a little better at this point. I am worried though, you know, you've had the tempo change a lot now, and that might still be working in your favor, going from Rob to Diddy. Great link on both hits of the barrel, and gonna find the banana. You know what? I just can't analyze this game. You'd think I could analyze because it's slow characters, but no. Every time I want to talk about something, someone does something flashy, and I gotta talk about that instead.
They're like, yeah, that's great, buddy. Anyways, it's like,
Think about your commentators, guys. I'm trying to make you look cool.
tried playing Subway Surfer while you do analysis. Maybe they'll listen to you a little more if you have the phone hold up on there, but no need for that one. Monkey flips all over the place, something that was quite lacking in the last game. But these fairs landing left, right, and center, and my goodness, a repeat of game number 1. Haze is making an absolute mockery of Cajun Lady so far with this dominance.
This makes me question why the Rob even came out, you know? Maybe, again, I've talked about the tempo change. Maybe that's what happened, but you're seeing game 1 where you had the 3-stock lead. You're seeing game 3 where it's looking like it's just going to be a straight up 3-stock at this rate. I don't understand why the Rob even showed up. He should have just taken the day off, you know? Paid vacation. Give him the time. He's a poor little robot.
PTO and needed as well, especially from how much, like, living people have been doing on anti-Rob tech with the gyro. I don't blame Rob for wanting that break, but at the same time, Cajun Lady, we saw it in the first time, and great usage of Luma once again as coverage. We saw in the first game signs of life that this same what? That just blew my mind! Wow, forcing the tech situation, getting the jab lock as Luma comes and scoops in, finishing off with that stock. Oh my goodness. If you don't win this game, you've won my heart.
We got clips for days off of this set, man. That was just nutty. That was some good Rosalina and Luma. This is why you don't see this character so much, because the technical demands to pull off that kind of thing is nuts. But you see it and you just go, that's crazy. Haze is going to be able to take it, but wow, Cajun Lady played that like mad.
That was like the coolest things I've ever seen. Like the desyncs, and let me tell you, I have a huge hatred for Rosalina Luma. That character scarred me from 4. And I still feel the results of it today. But
no, that character killed at 30.
Oh, but my goodness, the technical like show off and pristine being displayed by Cajun Lady. I'm even speaking a little fancy words as well because of how amazed I am. Like the Rob game just spoke it off on there. But Haze, the dominance with the Diddy Kong is something we just can't take away from just how well. And to me personally, I just think it's a mobility. It was all mobility that kind of spelled the reason for the victory.
Mobility and hitbox, I will add to that too. Diddy Kong being the smaller hitbox with more mobility, you kind of just slip around everything. Rob, obviously, less mobility, but also the bigger hitbox, you're going to fall prone into a lot more of those hits, especially the desyncs that we saw come out a lot, but man, players just played that crazy. This is such a good replay reel.
Yeah, oh my goodness. And like, this was able to do so well, just the manipulation of Luma. Great to land that one. Unfortunate mistech there. Yeah, it's definitely that could have been avoided, of course. But at the ending here, I think it was this one. Like being able to like utilize all this pressure, like the back, you would think that would be safe as well. But honestly, real good stuff, and just eating a straight blow directly to the face. I'd love to see the thing that kind of blew our mind there. But I think what kind of spelled how it was like, yeah, Haze was just like, you got to remember why I'm here. Cause like that barrels did so much. And an instant just stopping Cajun Lady on the track saying, yeah, you can't run like that one. Checks the run into a direct net, into like a forward smash.
Changes as well with the Diddy were so good. You saw them come in and out a little bit. But I think that was more of a first game thing, but that second game and third game even, you still saw Haze being able to swap from some offense and defense from time to time. But game 3, oh my God. Oh, it's beautiful. My God, it's beautiful. That's like, that's a clip that you see on Yeet Smash or something, man. that is some good ass Smash Bros.
Oh my God. That was just classic. Like that was like, just a beautiful sequence. There's no other way of putting it.
Props to Haze for winning, but shout outs to Cajun Lady for getting the clip. I'll put it that way.
Like, what I'll say is that I'll just like, if I get hit by that, that's like those are the times where you just get clipped so hard you just smile and you're like that because like it's cool. Whenever
you can't even be mad. You cannot even be mad. You're just like, all right, yeah, no, I deserve that one.